with that, let me go across to our guest for today. Rajesh Agarwal, Head of Research of AUM Capital, joins us. Along with that, we have Vaishali Parekh, Vice President and Technical Research, Prabhudas Liladhar. Hi, thank you so much for taking out the time, Vaishali, as well as Rajesh on the show. I'll start off with my first query now. Now, if you're looking at the first query, this is from Balaji writing to us from Chennai. He's been allotted 205 shares of Tata Capital and wants to understand the 2-year target on this particular counter. Rajesh, let me come to you first of all on this. What is your view? Should he continue to hold or make an exit on this particular counter?
Good morning, Anushree. Good morning, Mahima. Good morning, Vaishali. And my best wishes for the coming Diwali to all of you, your team, and our viewers.
Same, Rajesh.
The Diwali be as prosperous as last year. And at least in the Nifty side, I would believe that it would be much better returns. As far as Tata Capital is concerned, I think if you are a long-term investor, one can continue to hold with the kind of asset quality, with the kind of book it has. But in the short term, with the kind of subscription figures and other things coming in, an entire retail pack has got this. So there might be some amount of supply pressure on this stock. For the short-term players, it will be prudent to get out of this stock. But I would like to reiterate that it's a good quality company. Somebody looking for holding for a longer period of time, by longer period, I mean at least 6 to 9 months or even more, then it should definitely be out.
So that's with regards to where Tata Capital stands, and of course, Vaishali and Rajesh, a very happy Diwali in advance to the both of you and of course your families as well. We've got our next question from Mohit, who's writing us from Ludhiana and asking about Star Health. He's got 200 odd shares at the levels of 590 a piece and wants to know from a 3-year perspective, should he continue to hold or not? Rajesh, I'll stick with you for this one. Your view? He's sitting on a loss of around 24,000 rupees right now. Rajesh, your view?
See, one should try to get out of this stock. The numbers are not that great. And with the kind of new regulations coming in into the insurance sector with GST going down, the commissions have already been cut. There are new problems coming up with the third-party insurance and all. So it's better to stick to better names like ICICI Lombard or maybe a national or GIC for that matter. So what I would say, try to exit the stock and switch to these two names.
Okay, so that's the view that we are seeing for Star Health for now. But with that, we have our first caller for the day. Sanjay is calling us from Bengaluru. Hi Sanjay, how can we help you today?
Hi ma'am, good morning ma'am.
Good morning to you as well.
Ma'am, Angel one correct level in buying opportunity in short term ma'am, 3 months.
Okay.
Technical analysis ma'am, please.
Okay, let me go across to Vaishali then. Vaishali, your view on Angel One right now?
Sure. First of all, good morning, everyone. Anushri, Mahima and Rajesh, and all the best for the coming year. So talking about Angel One, technically it looks very well placed, and I think the way it is showing signs of reversal, I would say even for a short-term period, I would say keep 2300 as support levels. I think today is the result also. So stop loss should be 2300 and look for a target of 2500 to 2600 as a trading strategy.
So that's with regards to where Angel One stands. We've got our next question from Tarun Agrawal, who's asking from Ranchi. And he's asking a question which probably everybody wants to know today, Rajesh. He's got an allotment in LG Electronics, so lucky enough to get an allotment, of course, and wants to know, should he add more at the current levels? The stock is not doing much today, hardly up 1%, but we saw 50% listing gains on the counter, and that sustained very well. So no sellers in the market for sure for second day in a row. Should he add more at the current levels? Would you suggest that, Rajesh?
See, Mahima, there are two things. One, the company is very good, no doubt on that. Strong brand legacy for almost 30 years. They have launched some very good products like Smart TV. They're the first one to launch. OLED 4K TV, they were the first one to launch. They have good parent support. They are going for an expansion of around $600 million in Sri City. So these are the positives in this stock, and for a long-term holding, I think this is a very good stock to hold. For a medium term, we have a target of around 1820, 1825, but for long-term, even higher targets. Adding at this point of time would not be prudent because of the kind of run-up it has shown yesterday almost 50% up. Whatever you are holding, continue to hold. But for adding, wait for some amount of consolidation or correction before putting new.
Regards to where LG Electronics is concerned, we've got our next caller. Nishad is calling us from Mumbai. Nishad, hi. A very good morning to you. How can we help you today?
I want to know about RateGain Technologies. I'm holding 50 shares at 621. I want to know a 6 months view.
6 months view. Okay, Nishad. Okay, I got your question. Of course, a very happy Diwali to you and your family as well. I'll take this up. With Rajesh. Rajesh, let me come to you first. With regards to where RateGain is concerned, because he's sitting on profits of around 1 lakh rupees, do you think fundamentally it makes sense right now to continue to hold? And then I'll ask the same question to Vaishali as well.
See, it would be prudent to book at least partial profit at these levels because it has run up quite a lot in the recent past, and you're sitting at a good amount of profit despite the fact that the counter has not done anything from last few days, and the numbers were also not that exciting. So it would be prudent to book at least partial profit. And by if any chance it corrects by maybe around 5-6%, 8%, then you can add again. At this point of time, book partial profit.
Okay. All right, book partial profits. Just a mistake that I would want to correct. It's not 1 lakh, it's 1,000 rupees, by the way. So, Vaishali, quickly on the charts for the next 6 months, do you think RateGain, would you want to continue to hold? Is there momentum there to stay?
No, actually, I would say, the stock has moved right from 420 to making a high of 640. And right now we are seeing some profit booking emerging. So I would say book profit and try to re-enter at around 600 or 580 levels. That would be an ideal level to re-enter.
Okay, so that's the view for RateGain that we have for you. Now, next question is from Harsha from Mumbai. She's writing to us about KI Industries, holds about 59 shares, and this is at a price of 607 that she's been holding this on. Still wants to understand whether she should continue to hold or book profits on this. Currently, making a profit of around 2 lakhs on this particular stock. Rajesh, let me come to you. What is your view on this particular counter? The investor is already sitting on handsome gains. What is your take?
So until you don't have any need for money, at least I would say continue with the holding. Strong company doing very well in the cable industry with the kind of power in the sector momentum we are witnessing, and not to forget the kind of momentum in the real estate industry. This power cable business is going to do well. There might be some amount of consolidation at this point of time, but for a longer term horizon, at least 15% upside from the next 1.5 years is quite possible. So at this point of time, it's a hold from our side.
Okay, so hold is what we are looking for KI Industries currently. But next we have Sriram calling to us from Chennai. Hi Sriram, how can we help you today?
Hi, happy advance Diwali wishes to you all.
Well, wish you the same as well.
Yeah, my question is, I have been holding Yes Bank share, which I bought at the rate of 20, about 2,000 shares, and it was kind of sitting on loss for quite a long time. Now I'm seeing some action in Yes Bank with some investment coming or likely to come from Japan and all. So is this the right time to sell or should I hold? I don't have a need for money, but I want to know what should be the strategy for this.
So you basically want to understand the overall fundamental view for this particular counter, I'm assuming.
Correct.
Okay, let me go across to Rajesh then. Rajesh, your view on Yes Bank?
Continue to hold. You have seen a very bad period and are sitting on this stock from a very long period of time. At this point of time, I won't suggest a sell because of the fact that the numbers have been improving in the last 3-4 quarters as such. Whatever legacy issues has been there has been taken care of, and with the new investor like SMBC coming in, I think there are good times going ahead. Yes, there might be some amount of risks involved because of the kind of volatility which we witness in this. So it will be prudent to put a stop loss around 20 rupees on this and continue with your holding. That's what the recommendation at this point of time.
So a hold is the view for Yes Bank as of now. Well, thanks to that, Rajesh. But it's time that we slip into a short break. Do stay tuned in. There's a lot more queries coming on the other side.
ट्यूबवेल में जल ताकि खेतों में चले हल। तो लगाइए सात्विक के सोलर पैनल। घर हो या खेत, बोलता है कार्तिक, सोलर मतलब सात्विक। ये हर मौसम में चलता है।
The best app to use is the NDTV app.
दुनिया भर में जब भी भारतीय मीडिया की चर्चा होती है तो एनडीटीवी सबसे पहले जिक्र में आता है।
मैं आपका बात से सहमत हूं, उल्टे हम भी सब विदेश जाते हैं। The best app to use is the NDTV app.
Okay, all right. Welcome back. You're watching Ask Profit here at NDTV Profit. For viewers who are just tuning in, you can add the callers or WhatsApp us on the numbers that are flashing on your screen right now. We've got our next question from Ramakrishna. In fact, his full name is, I think, Varanasi Ramakrishna, who's writing us from Hyderabad and asking about TARIL, that is Transformers and Rectifiers India, is bought at the levels of 490 and wants to know if he can continue to hold this for the next 2 years or so. The stock is not doing much today, up around 0.5 odd %. But Rajesh, your view on this counter, if you can continue to hold for the next 2 years?
The only problem with this stock is it's a low volume, low beta stocks, and there is no momentum in the short term as such. But fundamentals are very strong, and even the power sector which it caters to is looking very optimistic going forward. So if you're a long term investor, continue to hold.
Okay, so a hold is the current view that we have for transformers and rectifiers for now. Next question is from Ashif Prasad. Now he's asking regarding LIC Housing Finance holds about 200 shares of the counter, and this is at a price of 600 that we are seeing. Currently facing a loss of about 6,000 on the counter, wants to understand whether he should continue to hold or sell. Vaishali, what would be the chart suggesting for this particular counter?
I would say continue holding because, well, there is no damage to the trend. It's only consolidating at 560, 550 levels. So the stock, wait for this to move past 590 and that will get it into a trend, and perhaps from there on you can see a target of 620. So keep a stop loss of 560 and continue holding.
Okay, so that's the view for LIC Housing Finance. Next we have a caller. Satish is calling to us from New Delhi. Hi Satish, how can we help you?
Yeah, ma'am. Very good afternoon.
Good morning.
One query is back. Yeah. मैम डिलीवरी स्टॉक के बारे में मेरे इंक्वायरी है
जी बताइए।
मैम मेरे पास 350 के लेवल पर ये स्टॉक है, तो अभी इसको होल्ड करना चाहिए या कुछ प्रॉफिट बुकिंग करो?
और आपने ये स्टॉक में कब एंट्री ली थी? आपका कितने लॉन्ग टर्म आउटलुक है, शॉर्ट टर्म आउटलुक है, आप बता सकते हैं हमें?
यस मैम, मैं इसको होल्ड ऑन कर सकता हूँ ऑलमोस्ट 5 या 10 ईयर्स तक।
Okay. Currently sitting on a profit of 11 lakhs is what we are seeing. So congratulations first of all Satish for that. But let me go across to Rajesh. Rajesh, what is your view on delivery?
Actually, let me allow me to reply in Hindi since the gentleman is comfortable in Hindi, I think. Yeah. देखिए, आप बहुत अच्छे प्रॉफिट पे बैठे हैं, पहले तो उसके लिए बधाई हो। और स्टॉक बहुत अच्छा है, जिस तरीके से ई कॉम स्पेस में मोमेंटम बना हुआ है और बढ़त बनती जा रही है, मुझे लगता है लॉन्ग टर्म में ये बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म करेगा। शॉर्ट टर्म की थोड़ी बहुत वोलेटिलिटी को आप इग्नोर करें और बने रहें स्टॉक।
I hope, Satish, that answers your question well. But next, what we are looking at is the question coming from Vijay Kumar, and he's asking about Kalyan Jewellers. Wants to understand the short-term outlook on this. Vaishali, your view?
Kalyan Jewellers, actually, it is doing very well right now, but I think Today's candle is showing a sign of revival. 460 should be taken as a stop loss, and look for a trading. We go step by step because as such there is no confirmation in trend. 500 should be the target. So 460 would be the immediate stop loss. 500 would be the target. The actual clarity in this stock would come only above 540, 550. That would bring some strength to this stock. So for now, I would say just go as per the strategy and hold on.
Okay, all right. So that's with regards to where Kalyan Jewellers is concerned. Both Vaishali and Rajesh, it's time for our first rapid fire segment. So try to keep your answers as short as possible. The first one is from Sunny, and he's asking about ethos. Wants to know as to what is the right time to book profits. He's not given us the quantity and price, but wants to know if he can hold from a slightly longer term perspective. Vaishali, on the charts?
Hold at least for a target of 3,000 plus.
Okay, next question is from Rakesh. He's bought 207 shares of KNR Construction and is now facing a loss on this counter. Wants to understand whether he should hold or sell. Rajesh, your view?
Try to exit on upsides.
Okay, the next one is CG Power. This is a question from, okay, we don't have the name of the person, but he's holding 1,000 odd shares of CG Power, bought at the levels of 699. Wants to know if buy, sell or hold is the call. Vaishali, your view on the charts?
Hold with a stop loss of 730 and look for a target of 800.
Okay, next question is from TNL Babu, and he's writing to us about ITC Hotels. Bought about 200 shares at a price of 242. Wants to understand whether to hold or sell. Rajesh, your view?
It's an ad from our side. So existing holding, hold.
Okay, James is asking the next question on Reliance Industries. Is bought at the levels of 1386. Wants to know if he can hold from a shorter term perspective. 300 is his buying price. Vaishali, on the charts?
Hold for a target of 1440.
Vaishali, coming back to you for Reliance Power, Ramesh Shastri has bought about 20,000 shares, and this is at a price of 45.8 that we are looking at. Wants to understand whether to hold, sell or add more.
So I would say this is a very high beta stock. Hold with a stop loss of 42 and look for a target of 52.
Okay, IDFC First Bank is the next one. Kadir has bought 10,500 odd shares at an average price of 54. Fundamentally, is this a good counter to hold is this question. Rajesh, your view?
Book partial profit.
Okay, Just Dial is the next counter, bought about 125 shares at price of 860. Siddharth wants to know whether to hold or for long term. Rajesh, your view?
Sell.
Okay, so well, that brings us to the end of the first round of rapid fire, but it's time that we slip into